everyone, welcome back to the Words Whispered. As usual, everything in this video is alleged. Now, today we're going to talk about someone who I have not talked about in a while, and that is Cosmeholics Anonymous. It's her channel here on YouTube. She goes by Bo or Bougie Vintage. And if you guys watched my last video that I did on her, we talked about her separating from her husband, who also has a YouTube channel. I don't know if he's still active on his or not, but her husband, Shooter, they separated and are in the process of getting a divorce. And I'm not going to talk about the divorce what she said about the divorce or things that she said about their custody battle, because I feel like that is something personal that I try not to address, like custody dispute type stuff on my platform. But I have been watching Cosmeholics Anonymous, or Bo, whatever you want to call her, for a while now. Years at this point. It's been so many years I can't even remember. I know I was watching her channel before the first child even came. So it's been a nice long while of me watching her channel. And I am just so turned off by her channel lately. It seems like her whole identity has become this, how do I want to say, this woe is me, look what this person did to me persona. And don't get me wrong, I think it's great if her partner really treated her the way she says he treated her in her recent videos, which I'm just saying the way she says because I was not there. I can't say it was a fact. What she's saying is facts. I can't say that. So we're going to say what she says and allegedly. If he was really doing that stuff and treating her that way, then kudos to her for taking her strength and her power back and moving away from that relationship and getting her children away from that kind of a relationship. However, I think that there is something to be said about women specifically who stick with men who they know are trash and who they know are disgusting, and they say nothing. And then when the relationship ends, they bash them for the same things that they once were praising them for. Lately, Bo has been posting a lot of story times and a lot of videos about what her ex-husband did to her, the life experiences they went through, and she is framing it as he did this to me, and I was defenseless. Like, she's framing it like, in my opinion, she's framing it like all of this stuff happened to her. This happened to me with him. This happened to me. And it's like she's trying to take away the fact that she was an active participant in this shenanigans. Like, you were an active participant in the behavior. And I vividly remember when she would do videos years ago and she would make comments like, I'm not attracted to white guys. I usually don't go for white guys. I'm attracted to my husband. Like, you used to reiterate to your audience that he was attractive to you. Like, his personality, his attitude, the way he carried himself was attractive to you. So therefore, up until a certain point, aka when I feel like up until it wasn't beneficial to you anymore, you were attracted to the type of guy he was. You sat on your platform and did all of these girl talk, Bo talk videos, bashing and looking down on all of these other women who wrote to you about their troubled relationships with their partners or their cheating allegations, and all kinds of things. My abusive partner, my partner that cheated, my partner doesn't care about our child, all kinds of stuff. And here we are, however many years later, and you are spilling all of this alleged tea about your relationship with your ex-husband or husband, whatever. I don't know if their divorce is finalized or not. Estranged husband, we'll say. And It's the same stuff you were bashing other women for and pretending you were not in that situation. Now it's, he had me hiding drugs. He had me robbing the plug. He had me. I understand her leaving him. Like I said, if he was a terrible person, she absolutely should have left that relationship. And if he was terrible to their children, they absolutely should be in a safer environment. I understand that 100%. But I don't understand the logic of now all of this bad stuff that he did to you is what you have decided to frame your platform around. Because you were with the shits. You were there for it. You rode through it. You were involved in it. You were hiding weapons and hiding drugs from him. Allegedly, 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 allegedly. And now that the relationship is no longer beneficial to you, or I don't know who left who, but the relationship is no longer what the relationship was. All of a sudden, all of this criminal activity he was doing, he dragged you into. And it just doesn't seem, you have to, at some point, take accountability. You're 30 years old. As far as I know, the two of you are the same age. I can't remember if you are some years apart. It's probably only 1 or 2. And I feel like she's trying to frame it like she does her daddy issues videos, where she's like trying to make it seem like her husband is like this domineering man who's 20 years older than her and manipulated her into all of this stuff and took advantage of her young mind. And let's be honest, you guys are about the same age. Can men at any age be manipulative? Yes, women at any age can be manipulative. But just like you feel like he manipulated you, I feel like now you are manipulating your audience. Because you were down with the shits. You were Bonnie to his Clyde until this year came. This last year. At some point, you have to take accountability for the part that you play in the failures of your life. Even you say you feel like I can't remember what verbiage she used, but she felt like he suckered her into having children. If that was the case, why did you have 3? You left him after the second child was born and went back and got pregnant with the third one immediately after. You have to take accountability for the part that you played in what is your life. Good, bad, and different. Pretty or ugly, you have to take accountability in what has become of your life. Even if it was mostly him, you still have to be able to look yourself in the mirror, or look the public in the face, whatever, if you're going to tell these stories, and admit, yeah, I messed up. I thought this was cool then, but now that I'm older and I have kids and I have did this and I have did that, I realize it's not cool. That's okay to say. But you just have to be honest. And I feel like she is in denial and refuses to do that. I think it's easier to admit that a relationship failed if you're putting all the onus on someone else. I'm not saying that she played a big of a part in the demise of their relationship as he did. We don't know. But you at least need to be okay admitting that you played some part in what is the failure of the relationship. Because like I said, there was a time when you were all for the drugs and all for the weapons and all for the in the streets of it all. There was a time where you was right beside him, leaving your mom's house to go live in homeless shelters and whatnot. So you have to be able to say, yeah, this is the part I played, and stand in that without saying, but look what he did to me. But look what he did to me. It kind of reminds me of how that stereotypical thing of when a girl is mad at a guy that she used to mess with, the first thing she said is that's why your private area is small. And it's like, it was small when you were with him. You were enjoying it. So why is it a complaint now? I don't know. All I'm saying is she needs to learn how to take accountability for the part she plays. They have 3 kids looking at them. And you don't want cycles to continue to repeat themselves, because it's clear that it already has with Bo. Because she's told us how the relationship between her mom and dad played out, and it just feels like a part 2 to that. So hopefully she figures it out off the internet. Goodbye.